From Suncoast Bowling Center in Vegas, here for the title match of the handicap division of the Mojave Invitational Tournament. A long day on a grind out of a lane pattern. And the last two bowlers standing are 6 seed Zeke Trejo and 13 seed Karen Roth. Last time we saw Zeke, he was doing all the talking behind the camera. Put on a heck of a show for that. We saw him earlier win this season. That's what got him into this invitational. Qualified 6, as I said, started his match play 4-0 before 2 consecutive losses, 1 to Karen, the other to Hayden Fernandez, who just finished up in 3rd and still can't believe it, and then won the last 2, including against Karen. So this is the tiebreaker match of them going head-to-head and the title match of the tournament. Winner wins the invite and $1,000. Loser still wins $500. They're both getting triple Mojave points to help get into or improve their position in the TPC. This will be Karen's highest finish on tour ever, regardless. His career high finish is 3rd place. He'd love to do 2 positions better. We'll do at least 1. And the handicap difference is 13. Karen's got to beat Zeke by 13 to tie and 14 to win. Caitlin Abagani already wrapped up girls scratch with a win today, and this guy came from way behind in the U17 title match to beat Elias O'Halloran for the U17 invite title. This guy finished in 4th today for his career high JBT finish. This guy participated. This guy participated. This guy made the cut, of course, because he was exempt. Dominic learned a lot about the sport of bowling today. Loves the sport of bowling after today. Yeah. Bowling is hard, I told him about 5 hours ago, and it really is. Oil patterns dictate the scoring pace, that's all there is to it, and we always lay out something challenging for the Invitational, but this was really challenging, and it was the second pattern, and that pattern was really challenging too. The short sort of played like typical short. But the long pattern, yes, it really was a long pattern, hooked at your toes. And that creates difficulty because you try and get around the hook spot and you hit the length of the pattern and it doesn't go anywhere. If you don't get around the hook spot, it hooks at your toes and goes in the left gutter. That was a mess. So bowlers have really had to grind it out to get this far. Great job by both of them doing so. Oh, everything starts to fall for Zeke except that 8-pin. Zeke, the 2-handed up-and-coming power style, while Kieran, the traditional one-hander. This guy led qualifying today fairly dominantly, and then it kind of done fell apart on him. There's no other way to put it. He will not even look at the camera. He did great. That's got a hook, it does.
Yeah, I still made the come without Hayden. Finish first.
Well, now we had an argument. He still won't look at it. He'll prove his point and still not look at the camera. You would have made it anyway. Oh, that's right. You would have made it anyway. That's right. Nice shot by Kieran, striking the 5th. And he's got a win by 13, but trails by, 14 on the scoreboard, so a 27-pin deficit early. Certainly doesn't bowl slow, does he? He's up already on the left-hand lane. Got a chance. Oh, could have been Brooklyn, but does not carry. Giant thanks to Becky and her whole team here at Suncoast for having us. Great hosts every time we visit. 4 tournaments here this season. It's a sign of great hospitality. We sure appreciate it. 2 more invitationals to go. Arizona in 6 days and Seattle in 14 days. Cross lane at the very tough 10-pin. Nah, that's a nice job. Corner pins were so hard to make today.
I just threw back the ball.
That's why I saw a lot of people doing, but if they had the backup ball in their bag, do it. Sorrell's great at it. Cesar's great at it. I think humanity's involved because my wrist doesn't do all this stuff that the kids' wrists do. I don't know how their wrists do that. Zeke, an up-and-comer, I know he practices a ton, gets good coaching from the great coaching that's available here in Vegas. Is he still 10? Turns 11 next month, man. That's a pretty good spare attempt. But just a little bit too much of the 3. That gives him, 89 through 6. So the lead is now 7 plus the 13 that he's getting. Still in good shape. Anybody's game in the back half of the match. Kieran is eligible for Arizona, so we'll see him next Saturday. Won't see Zeke. Might see him Sunday if he comes down for TOC. Mama's like, what? $8 gallon gas, what? I might start bicycling to my own tournaments here. Gas doesn't change pretty soon. I'll be in great shape, but also exhausted. And late. Very, very, very late. TPC is the top 20 in points after today. Today's worth triple points. Dylan Donahue was in the points lead coming into the weekend. Hayden passed him yesterday, and Gavin got right behind him yesterday. I think both Hayden and Gavin passed him after today, and I think Hayden's third was enough to move him into bowler of the year. Another nice shot by Kieran. He's throwing nice pocket hits here. He's got to take advantage of the mistake by Trejo. Up super lightning quick at these spares. His pre-shot routine is get the next ball in his hand and throw it. But it's working. A nice 2 consecutive 10-pin conversions. Puts him in the lead now by a tentative 15 minus the 3, so a 2-pin game all of a sudden. This is the lane that really confused most people, those left-hand lanes. With that early hook and then the late skid, as you see exactly how that works there. And a nice controlled pocket shot, third straight 9 count, third straight makeable. We call any spare that you're supposed to make a makeable, but man, I don't know if anything was makeable today. Everything was a bonus if you made it. When you hit junior gold, when you hit college bowling, those that go onto the tour used to shots this tough and tougher. All over the place, and meanwhile, while I'm singing Kieran's praises, he hooks by that 7-pin. So Zeke makes a mistake in the 7th, Kieran gives it right back in the 8th, and now the opportunity on Trejo's right no-thumb hand. Boy, his balance is great at the foul line, and he trips the 4. There's a variety of 200s just like a variety of 1-handers, and if you're not very good at it, your balance is all over the place. For a little dude, Zeke's balance is fantastic. He hits the line so well for a young guy. He's only going to get better and better as he goes. We know he loves the game. He had a bye last game. What did he do? He bowled on his phone, waiting for his turn to bowl. That's another good shot. Yeah! 2 in a row, boy. Kieran gives him the opportunity. He comes back flush with great shots in the 8th and the 9th. Now it's on Kieran to answer that back. What can he do in his 9th frame? Ooh, way wide, but that's okay in this pattern. It's going to come back. And he gets the strike. Wow. Let me tell you. Strikes were hard to come by even the very best today. The cut was minus 99 in handicap. That's really low for a handicap cut. That's a great shot in the 9th, trusting it on the lane that you had to get it out there. What can he do in the 10th? Instead of first arrow, it's 5th arrow. It touches the head pin, but doesn't break up the Brooklyn and the super tough 5-10. Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Well, you got to go for it here, don't you? I mean, who knows what Zeke's going to get. He could strike out, he could double gutter. I think you got to play as if you need it, and that's not going to stay there, is it? Nope. 8 out, a tough 10th frame. Kieran gives the early handshake. Actually, it's not early, is it? Kieran's got a win by 12, so make that a 130-13, so make that a 132. He just needs to stay behind the foul line. He does, and he's an invite champ. That 10th pin doesn't matter. He threw it good, he knew it. He can do basic arithmetic. The crowd can do basic arithmetic. The family can do basic arithmetic. The hugs are flowing. Come on, baby. And he'll make it for good measure anyway. This is a talented kid. His second title will be a major, $1,000.
Third, second, third.
Hats off to Karen. He gave it every single thing he could. That's his career I finished too. Now, this guy is a force. Sorrell winding up his career. He looks a lot like this guy. Maybe he'll be winding it up 12 years from now. There's your invite check. Great job out of both of our finalists. Your runner-up, that's his career high JBT finish, $500 for Kieran Rock. And your handicapped invitational champion wins his second career JBT title, good for the $1,000 top prize. The impressive 10-year-old Ezekiel Trejo. 10. Thanks so much for sticking around. Check out that website, YouTube, and Facebook. We'll do it all over again in 6 days in Phoenix. We'd love to see you down there. Yeah, man. There you go. Anything else for the camera? No? We're good? All right.